So this is an old 1980 Dungeons and Dragons electronic game that I had when I was a kid, and it still works, and it's a fun game to play. However, the speaker has gone out on it, at least that's what I thought. But as I've tinkered with this a bit and looked at it, I have found that it's not that the speaker's gone out, but that it needs to be amplified. So I went ahead and I used from an old project an amplifier I had, and it's just connected currently right now to my power source, just under 5 volts that's powering it, and it's attached to a new speaker. And as you can listen when I turn this on, it's nice and powerful and strong. So I'm not sure what happened to the board here as to why when I turned it on before that you can barely hear the sound. You can hear it, but it's like barely anything. But I'm going to have to just add this amplifier, which means I'm probably going to also have to put a step down chip on here so that the 9 volt, I'll probably just use this. I've used it for other projects and everything, but it's not too hard to use, but I'll have to attach it to the 9-volt battery so that it not only powers the system, but it also gives the amplifier power in order to give the speaker enough power to give the sound. So we'll see how that turns out. Hey everybody, just wanted to finish up and show you how this project ended up turning out. This again is a Mattel Electronics Dungeons and Dragons game. Came out in 1980, and as I said in my prior video, this is actually my game that my parents got me when I was a teenager, and it's worked all these years. However, as I said in the prior video, the speaker I thought had gone out, and I found that it had not, and that for whatever reason the amplification of the speaker was not coming through on the board. So I don't know if it was something that went bad on the board or what, but I ended up adding a small amplifier with a step or down chip in order to power it at 5 volts, and I ran into a small issue. The game itself runs on a 9-volt battery. That's what most of these games back in the day ran on. And the stepper motor, or I'm sorry, the step down chip actually steps it down to 5 volts so that it'll power the amplifier. Well, I'm guessing because this is an older game that it needs the full 9 volts in order to run the game properly, because when I tried to splice the power, the game stopped functioning correctly. It was making all kinds of random noises and was not working. And rather than try to dive into how to solve that problem, I just kind of did a workaround. And what I did was I actually added another 9-volt battery that actually will power the amplifier. So I brought it out through the actual existing 9-volt battery, which actually is still in there for powering the game. Then I just added a couple of wires and clips, which then I ran along the outline of this, which happened to be perfect. And then I came to this point here, and I got on the internet and found myself a little holder, 3D printed holder, and I went ahead and printed it on my 3D printer. And I didn't even do it really at a high quality. I did it just real fast because I knew it would be underneath the game itself and nobody would ever really see it. But it's working really well, and for some reason there was some sort of, like, I don't know, panel or something there. I don't know if it was going to be something that they were going to put in here and then never did, but it worked out fine because it was thicker, and I was able to put a couple screws in there so it holds it nice and tight. And then this obviously just slips into here, and it's nice and tight and no problem. So with that, this actually powers the amplifier, which actually is a decent idea anyway, because that way you're not stealing any power from the game. And the only difference here now is that it does run on 2 9-volt batteries instead of 1. So basically we'll turn this back over, and I'll power it up so you can hear it. Yep, nice and loud. You can actually hear it. I'm actually venturing to say it probably is louder than it was when I originally got it, but you can see it works good. Oops, yep. And you can hear all these beeps clear so that you know what you need to do on the game. So that's it. I just wanted to make this real quick and tell you how it went, and there you go.